Yep.
Okay.
So do you like the fact that I don't do the like welcome back to Idle Talk minis? Like lately we've just been like starting them. Like just
Yeah, which is weird. I'm not used to it.
you're not used to it. So
No,
you wanna go back to it?
I don't know.
Or like what's the vibe?
I don't know if it's worse or better. I don't think there is an answer to that. I'm not used to it, and I don't like change. So
Alright, bro, I got a screenshot on
I'm
my
lying. I
phone.
love
Welcome
change.
back to the Idle Talk mini. So, you heard us talk about the intro. Do we keep it? Do we do it again? Do we stop?
Fuck it and keep it.
I think you should keep it, you said?
Then we
Yo, you
just
mad you mad low, bro.
I'm low.
You low. I mean,
Alright.
like you're talking like quiet.
Am I really?
Yeah,
Okay.
you were like, and I was like, I think he said.
I don't want to yell yet.
Yeah, yeah. You gotta wait for. You gotta save the yelling for later.
You gotta wait till I get passionate about some shit, then I'll start
Yeah,
yelling.
yeah, yeah. There's a screenshot on my phone I want to go through.
Show me it.
I don't think it's a screenshot. I think I saved the image itself.
Okay.
But
Show me.
it's not that one. But we can talk about that one. All right, got two images I'm looking at. I'm trying to find the one I really wanted to talk to you about. That's just a Tinder profile I took a screenshot of.
That's in the profile.
Yeah. You don't be asking the homies for approval?
No. I don't give
Oh.
a fuck about anyone's approval.
Damn, that's crazy. You don't give a shit about my opinion?
That's not at all what I
That's
said.
fucking crazy,
The fact
bro.
that you took what I said and switched it up like
That's
that is
mad
nuts.
wild.
I didn't say I didn't care.
Actually, I have an idea. I feel like I didn't communicate myself correctly to Malik when I was explaining something to him, so I kind of want to get your opinion on it. But we'll
Alright.
we'll wait till we're
The
live.
full episode?
Yeah, and then I'll splice that together.
Okay.
Because I really want your opinion on it.
Okay.
And I feel like now I'm a little bit more clear-headed.
Okay.
So this first screenshot, am I wrong?
Okay.
My girlfriend told all her friends that I drink her piss.
Ew.
She, 19F, told them about how at first I, 19M, only had her pee on my face before we moved further and I had her piss directly in my mouth. We had talked about this before and agreed not to tell anyone. But then she went on and bragged about it to all her friends anyway. It's just really embarrassing. But when I confronted her, she said it's her sex life and she has the right to tell her friends. Am I wrong for being upset about her telling them?
Nah, he's not wrong about being upset. He has every right to be upset. If they agreed to keep it on the hush hush before it happened and that's what they both consented to,
Yeah, some freaky shit.
and then she's bragging about it, that's kind of fucked. But I mean, it is her sex life. She could talk about it to whoever she wants, but she should never have mentioned his name or who it was. If
She
she
could have
wanted
like,
to
yo,
talk about it.
somebody was mad
In my past
freaky
life,
before,
yeah. She didn't have to say his name or who it was. If she really wanted to talk about her sex life, but also respect the person,
Real quick,
I feel like that'd be
pause.
yeah. So
All right, sorry, we're back. I just thought the audio was glitching out, but it wasn't. But it was.
technical
But
difficulties.
we're all okay.
Fixed it.
We fixed it. Thanks to Fabian's keen eye. Yo, no cap. Would
What?
you tell me if your girl ever pissed in your mouth?
Yeah,
You would tell me.
but I wouldn't want you to tell people.
I'll tell you. I'll tell you if I did that. You know what's so funny?
Yeah.
I only asked you that because me and Malik have a pact about something crazy. Like if we were to do it, I can tell you off podcast.
Gotcha.
I'll tell you, like, I'm like, if this ever happens, you let me know.
Just FYI,
What?
I haven't let anyone pee on me. I don't want people to think that like
You haven't?
No.
Have you peed on somebody before?
no. I don't think.
That's crazy.
Hey, I don't kink shame, but
Don't kink shame me, bro.
I just not me.
But just for the record, it was a white girl I met my freshman year of college.
And you
Yeah.
peed on her?
I peed on her chest.
Wow.
It was
You
was
didn't
my
have
sec-
to.
my
You
spring
know
semester.
you didn't have to say that, right?
It was my spring semester. I'm getting into it. Actually, it was spring leading into summer, and we were in her suite, and nobody was like in the suite at the time. And then we were doing our thing, watching John Mulaney's second special. You know about the crackhead at the doctor,
Okay.
or the gay guy with AIDS in the doctor. Just so
Okay.
to set the scene. That's a funny ending bit to his special, and so that ended, and she was like, "Hey, I want to try something." I was like, "What?" She's like,
She offered you?
Yeah. It was her idea.
Wow.
She was like, "Hey,
That's
like no
weird.
one's ever wanted to do this. Do you mind like just pissing on me?" And I was like, in the middle of the room? And she's like, no. We could go in the bathtub, and then you just pee on me. And then I was like, I'm a giver. I'm a provider in many ways. And so I was like, yeah, we can do it. And so I go chug a Gatorade because Gatorade has always made me piss like instantly. And so I chug a Gatorade that I brought because I knew I was gonna need the electrolytes because I was gonna be up all night type shit, you know. So I chug my Gatorade, didn't save it for the night, and then I'm like, all right, boom, let's do this. She's sitting in the bathtub like knees first. She's on her knees pretty much.
Okay.
So then I'm just like pissing all over her chest.
Gross, but
and
okay.
then I was like, this is where I took it into my own hands.
Mm-hmm.
I started aiming my shit a little bit upwards.
No.
Got her right in the face.
No.
And then she was like, she didn't like stop. She was like she was in the moment, in the heat of the moment. She was just taking it on her face.
Damn.
Yeah.
I didn't know you was freaky like that, bro.
Bro. Now you give me a heart attack.
Damn. Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah. So everybody who listens to these, you're welcome.
You just learned deep secret.
The same like 18 people though. Shout out to y'all. Y'all be listening to every mini.
I appreciate y'all.
Shout out to you guys. Actually, fun fact, we're gonna steer away from me pissing on that white girl.
But you didn't have to bring it back. We could have segued away.
I'm a host, bro.
Okay.
I gotta remind the people what we talked about.
Okay,
so I got it in her mouth.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm interested on the Spotify rap stats because in our back end where I upload all the episodes, it's like I have the country list and it's like 4 pages long. Like the countries that stream Idle Talk. And I think that's the longest that list has ever been.
We riching people?
Huh?
I choked on my own spit in the middle of me talking.
I said, you know what's so funny?
It was so bad,
you were
bro.
saying words, but then I saw the act of you choking on your spit, and I was like, what did you say?
I said, we reaching more like states is cool.
No, countries.
Countries is cool.
Fuck the United States, bro. We got the same 2 coasts.
That's what I'm saying.
Our West Coast listeners, we got our East Coast listeners.
Yeah.
So and then that one shawty in Texas, shout out to you. I don't know who
shout
you
out
are.
Texas.
But speaking of Texas.
Okay.
Remember the story I posted on Idle Talk where I was like, yo, put Fabian on the card about boxing other podcasters?
Yeah.
So those guys are in Texas.
Uh-huh. They want to fight me?
No.
Oh, bro, I was like, dude, I would jump in the ring with this guy.
No. Bro, it's like you didn't watch the reel. Bro was looking for a card. I was like, that's what I'm saying. Put Fabian in the main event. That's what I'm saying. Yeah. Not to box them.
Oh.
They're nice
Who am
guys.
I boxing then?
No, I that's why I said just put them in there. Mystery opponent. Whoever show up.
Mystery?
Yeah.
What if they put in like a 275-pound dude? I will die.
It's going to be fair, bro. Like, they're not going to do that to you. That was fucked up. Anyway, so they're in Texas.
Mm-hmm.
There's this really interesting girl that I know that I met on the internet. She's in Texas. That I would love to get on the show. And then my friend Brandon, who used to live in Yonkers, and we used to do fitness content for him. I used to like record for him in LA Fitness. And I'm like, he's in Texas now. And I'm like, if I could find like 2 more people like that I would like to talk to in Texas and just kind of make like a little route.
Yeah.
And like get a bunch of episodes in, I think that would be a cool idea.
That'd be sick.
I'm down. I was running it by you. I was like, yo, we gotta figure out like
you gotta give me a date.
We gotta give you like 2 months in advance.
Not 2 months. You just gotta give me a date. So I could put in.
No,
like,
that
hey,
way you could like, plan it out good
and get money and stuff.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
So I'm thinking maybe like, not this year, because it's gonna like be cold. But I think maybe like in
a year
around
or so?
your birthday.
In my birthday?
Yeah, that way your birthday is in a different state.
Texas?
Yeah, it's not bad.
I don't want to be in fucking Texas on my birthday.
Bro.
That's hot as a bitch down there.
You'll be a cowboy.
And there's racist motherfuckers down there. You think I want to be around racist motherfuckers?
Bro, we're going to be in Austin. That's the Silicon Valley of Texas.
They're a bunch of fucking rednecks. And they're all racist.
Whoa. Some of those people are Mexicans.
I love them. Those are great people. I love
So
Mexicans.
not your birthday. So
not
March.
my birthday. We could do, any other. I'm not.
What you gonna do on your birthday?
I don't
got plans
fucking know.
already?
I don't know.
That's fucked up. I gave you plans months in advance.
I don't know what I'm doing.
That's fucked up.
But I don't want to be in Texas for my birthday.
That's crazy, bro. I just said we was gonna hang out with a bunch of people.
And it sounds
do
fun.
A podcast.
We gonna do it.
And you like, you racist.
No, I didn't say none of that.
Deep down inside.
No, I said the people
now
around
they're gonna
there.
jump you on their boxing card. They're gonna be 3v1. I'm gonna be like, damn, he brought that on himself.
Damn, bro, you gonna let them jump me?
No, I'm gonna pull out a gun, but you know,
They gonna have guns, bro. They from
they,
Texas.
they gonna get a few licks in. I'm like, all right, that's enough. Pop, pop, pop.
They gonna have guns. They gonna shoot me, bro. They from
They
Texas.
gonna shoot us, cause I'm with you.
Mm.
This mini's all over the place.
Is that not what the fuck a mini is?
Yeah, I know, but
Yeah.
still, let's recap.
What was
We started the story off,
Mm-hmm.
talking about the intro. Like,
Yes.
hey, did we do the intros?
We did the intro. The girl that peed on you.
No,
Oh,
no,
sorry.
no. Whoa!
Sorry,
That hasn't
sorry.
happened yet, but I'm open to it.
I'm sorry. The girl that you peed on.
Yeah, in her mouth.
And we spoke about.
The kid who put that story, that's how the pee originated.
Yep. We
Yep.
spoke about Texas,
Texas.
and now we're here.
Now we're here. Okay.
Anything else?
Yeah, I got one more thing.
Hit me
One
with
more
it.
thing, one more thing. And I think you'll like this, and this might be its own mini on its own.
Really?
Bruce Wayne versus Tony Stark. Both characters are dropped completely naked in an empty
Bruce
Earth-like
Wayne.
planet. No AI, no tech, no butler or
Bruce
outside
Wayne.
help. They are dropped on opposite sides of the planet, so
Bruce
it will
Wayne.
take a while before they even realize the other is there. Assume it takes 1 year before they fight, plenty of prep time, but no knowledge of their opponent. They both have to survive, build shelter, adapt, consider mental strains of being alone, survive the elements. Some information. Bruce tends to have help building technology, but Tony doesn't have nearly as much experience in the elements, is a weaker fighter. However, Tony is far more likely to build technology from scratch as he has never had much help and built Mark 1 with nearly nothing. What are your thoughts? I know you picked a favorite when I mentioned the first two names without anything else.
Bruce Wayne.
You said Bruce Wayne.
I still think it's
You
Bruce
still
Wayne.
think it's Bruce Wayne?
Yeah.
I agree.
I think Tony Stark, yeah, he could build something, but he would then have to go into the wild where he's not accustomed to.
Yeah.
He would have to hunt. He would have to find all these minerals. Yes, he can build, but can he gather? Can he fight? Can he hunt?
He's still gonna need bones to like
Yep.
make tools, like
That's what
basic
I'm
tools
saying.
and shit.
So, and I think Batman got all that.
He got that
Survival
dog
instinct,
in him.
yeah. He know all them skills, and I think by the time he meets Tony Stark, if they decide to be enemies, I think he'd be well more equipped. In a year, what can Tony Stark? I guess in a few nights, but that's because they were giving him stuff to build in the cave. It's not like he
Yeah.
was finding shit to
Yeah,
build.
he was like a prisoner pretty much.
Yeah, they were giving him the stuff to
Yeah.
build, which I guess if he's getting equipment, yeah, he would have better gear. But if it's just them two on an island with nothing and no help, I think Batman would scrape his ass. Whether they land right near each other and they fought, scrape. If they waited a year, I think he'd scrape
He's
him.
think
either-
day
yeah.
one, hour zero.
Hour
If
zero.
they peeped themselves, like, yo, throw our hands.
Yeah, like if they caught each other's eyes and then decided, oh, we're not gonna help each other, we're gonna fight. Because I feel like honestly, if they were both on an island, they would probably just help each other get off the
Yeah.
island. But if it,
No, it's a completely other world. It's an
Yeah.
Earth-like planet,
Gotcha.
just them inhabiting it.
Then if that's it, then if they had to fight, I think Batman would always win, unless someone got him the tools he needed to build stuff, and then he became like an advanced civilization before Batman could even make stuff. But even then, I think from far as I know, Batman has built a lot of his shit.
Yeah.
Like,
He's
I
not
th-
stupid.
yeah, he's not an idiot. He can build a lot of his own stuff. And when you say like, he has a lot of help,
Yeah.
yes, but that's because it makes sense for him to get help.
He's an entrepreneur,
Yeah,
bro.
because if he just funnels all that money into this one, he'll get caught immediately.
Yeah, exactly.
So he has to be like, oh, this is my tech company that Lucius Fox does, and he built.
Yeah.
He has to do a lot of that. But yeah, I mean, he does get help though.
Yeah.
He has
But that
sidekicks. He has
makes
a back
that makes
computer.
the most sense because like just in life, like if I'm good at video editing, but at some point video editing, however long it takes, is going to be less profitable for me.
Yeah.
So I need to outsource that and pay
Exactly.
somebody else to do it so I can continue doing other things.
Exactly. It
So,
doesn't
yeah.
mean you don't know how to edit.
Exactly.
It's just that it's not worth it
It's
anymore.
Not worth it anymore.
Exactly.
You right. See, I just off rip. I didn't really care about all these other things. I was like,
Well,
Bruce
because
Wayne.
I said Bruce Wayne immediately when you
Yeah.
said the two names, but then you were giving me scenarios, and I was like, yeah, but Batman would still win in that scenario.
Mm-hmm.
I still think Batman would win in that scenario. And then at the end, I was like, yeah, he would still win. I
Mm-hmm.
don't think I feel like if you drop both of them, but you gave like Tony Stark his arc reactor, then yeah, he'd probably win because he could probably build a suit or use that to build something
Build
incredible.
something
yeah.
connected to that thing, right?
Yeah, so probably, but if it was just him, nothing, he'd lose every time.
Yeah.
I don't even think he'd survive for that long.
Tony Stark.
Yeah, I feel like
If he was butt ass naked,
yeah,
just die from
butt
hypothermia.
naked, threw him in a jungle, be like, yo, find some food and find some minerals and build something. I don't think he survived that long.
And that's not a knock on Tony Stark. It's just who he is.
I mean, if he had a suit, hell yeah, he'd probably
Yeah.
conquer the world.
But there's no one else. There's no one to conquer.
That's
there.
what I'm saying. So what the fuck would be the point? If he has nothing, then no, he
Yeah.
wouldn't win.
All right, interesting. That's all I have for screenshots.
But if you put Batman, but Spider-Man in a room,
in a room,
no prep time, no nothing, just hands.
that's
I think
OD,
I
bro.
think Spider-Man will.
Spider-Man
whoop
obviously is way more
it. I
powerful.
think Spider-Man will whoop Batman's
Spider-Man
ass.
is a metahuman.
Exactly.
You know how they classify that on DC?
Yep,
like he's literally a metahuman, bro.
But I mean, Batman goes against metahumans on the daily.
Yeah, but that's
I just think Spider-Man's powers just are too OP. He has danger sense. he can sense when you're about to hit him,
literally
and he has the strength of like ridiculous amount of gods.
completely taking off somebody's jaw.
Yeah, with one hit. But
Crazy.
he's just deciding to never do that. I just feel like Spider-Man is too OP sometimes.
Bro, be
But some people try to argue with me that Batman would beat him. I'm like, no, he wouldn't. I don't think he can.
they wouldn't even fight, bro.
Yeah, true.
They'd be best friends.
Probably not.
It's like emo,
Batman
emo,
would probably think Spider-Man is annoying.
emo kid with happy-go-lucky kid, low-key, underrated friendship. What's
Friendship
that
of
word?
the champions.
Friendship combination. Synergy.
Ship.
Ship. Yeah, I think they want to fight. I think they'll just.
I think they would help each other.
I don't think they would. Batman be Superman. Martha. Who? How you know her? I don't think they'll do that. Like Peter Parker and Batman.
Yeah.
Like dead parents, you know. But
Technically, yeah, they could bond
they
against.
could. Yeah, they could buy that way. But I don't think it's gonna be as obvious. You know.
Yeah. What about Batman versus Batman? Spider-Man versus Tony Stark. They're both engineers.
I don't think it's fair. Just Peter Parker. He has to have the fucking Spidey sense.
I guess yeah, because it's intrinsic to his DNA.
Exactly. So he's just gonna wash them.
Yeah, I guess you're right. Yeah, I guess that isn't fair.
That's not fair at all.
What's a closely related like metahuman that's not too powerful, but it's still kind of street level? Daredevil, kind of, right?
That's street level.
Daredevil is good.
Yeah, Daredevil, butt naked
he-
in an Earth like thing, no
Yeah.
suit, nothing.
But he's good because
He'll
he
be
don't need it. He's
finding
yeah,
shit.
he's built different.
Yeah, he'll whoop Tony Stark's ass.
That's what I'm
too.
saying. And he don't even know how to build shit. He just
He just
built
got
different.
hands. Bro.
Yeah,
He
that's
just-
what I'm saying.
He's like, I don't need to build shit if I find you, beat your ass quick enough.
Exactly. If I sense your ass on the other end of the island, I fuck you up. We don't gotta do none of that.
No facts. Oh man. All right, we'll end it here. We're gonna prep for an idle talk, and we
Peace,
will
guys.
catch you on the next
Love you.
idle talk mini.
Bye.
Peace on the street, son.